Hello everyone and welcome to another Transformers review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Earthrise, or War for Cybertron Earthrise I should say, Cybertron Allicon. I was out at my Smith's yesterday and I was really hoping to find a Scorponok, but sadly they'd sold out, which was really gutting. But the pain was slightly numbed by finding about 1 million of these guys. I was going to get 2, but I thought, no, I don't really have the space for 2, so I just settled for 1. I couldn't find any Quintesson Judges, but I'm not sure they're out yet in the UK, which is a shame because I'd have loved to have gotten them and reviewed them both together. But anyway, here we are with this guy. So as usual, let's have a look at him in the box. And it is it's a Transformers Earthrise box, and they are very nice. Again, we've got the gorgeous artwork on this side that I will never get tired of. Absolutely beautiful. Product shots and whatnot on the back, all the usual gumph. And there's that generic Earthrise artwork there, which I saw actually on Zavi. Zavi have the prints for this, and Simon and I and a few of the other guys from Fingers on Plastic were talking about it a few days ago, and I saw the day before yesterday, I think it was, that MGO had bought a print of this, and it does look fantastic, and I'm really tempted, but oh man, a price. But anyway, that's something for maybe another time. So there we go, that's a look at him in the box. I'll crack him open and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here we go. Here he is out of his box, and he does look quite fetching. Let's talk about what he comes with first, and then we'll talk about the figure himself. So as usual, you get the instructions. Helps if I have them the right way around. I do like these newer instructions because at least you can see now which bit you're supposed to be transforming. Because I don't know about the rest of you, but I was getting really fed up not knowing what bit goes where because of the terrible instructions. Anyway, and he comes with a map piece. Let's do it that way. I am keeping these. I will be cutting all these out and putting them together. Hopefully I'll be able to find all the bits I need. He comes with this rather lovely spiky staff, which is very nice, and he's got a tail, which I'm assuming you can use as a shield or something somewhere, because that's the trend at the minute. But yeah, so there's that. So let's have a closer look, shall we? Yeah, I mean, you can tell that is an Allicon. I want to keep calling him an Allicon, because some of you might know I'm a My Little Pony fan as well, and the two princesses, Celestia and Luna, and eventually Twilight Sparkle, are called Allicons. So my mind keeps defaulting to that, but I will persevere and try and get it right. Oh, it's 10 years of My Little Pony, that is. So yes, anyway, he is absolutely gorgeous. He's got some lovely paint applications. His face is, let's try and get that. I don't know how well you can see that. It's a bit difficult. His face is a very, very light blue, like a duck egg. It's really good. And then you've got all these purple accents. The main bulk of the body is just moulded plastic, so there's not a great deal of paint on him. And I've just noticed mine's got some, ew, it's got some quite bad slop going on there. I didn't notice that in the packet. Well, I'm not going to take him back for that. I'm sure I can just get a toothpick, a little bit of nail polish remover on it. So yeah, he's not full of paint apps, but he's got some. Where they are, they're very nice. He's got this beautiful metallic, like gunmetal grey down his shins there. And again down the back, there's more of this. That's quite funny actually. That looks quite a lot like Apache from Beast Wars, or Beast Wars 2nd. the Manjul. What's his B-Boom? I think he's called in the Western cartoon. That looks almost exactly like his the front of his face. I don't know. Maybe that's where they got it from. Looked back at the movie and went, "Oh, that's quite good. That'll look nice." But yeah, there's more paint here, so he's not completely lacking. He's got some nice red eyes there. We'll take a closer look at that in his gator form. But yeah, very nicely done. Right, so articulation time. Let's have a look. Now I've just taken this out of the box, so bear with me. He does have good range of movement on his head. Can look up quite a fair bit actually, and he can't look down at all. No side to side. Rotation at the arms. There's a swivel at the, well, just above the elbow. Just under 90 degrees at the elbow, I'd say. Wrist rotation. I don't think, no, there's nothing at the waist due to the, oh no, I tell a lie, there is. I thought that was going to be I don't know what's wrong with me today. What is it? A static joint, moulded. Oh, you'll have to excuse me, it was a long day yesterday. Yes, okay, so he does have waist rotation. I've just pulled his skirt off. Yeah, it does have waist rotation. This flap gets out of the way quite easily. So you can bring the legs that far forward. And you can take them that far back. But then he is kicking himself literally in the face. Does have upper thigh rotation. He does have quite a tight, actually, knee joint. I wonder if that goes the other way. Oh, it does actually kind of go slightly forward as well. I guess that's for his beast mode. No lower rotation there, but he does have a tilt at the foot that way for some reason. But none. Oh no, tell a light. There it is. Yeah, there it goes. So we do retain that nice ankle tilt. So that's excellent. So he does have a nice range of movement there, which is very good. So you can get him into some pretty cool poses. Good, good. Right, let's give him his staff and see what he looks like holding it. Looks like he's gonna. Where's my Soundwave? Come here, Soundwave. I was going to leave Soundwave for comparison, but let's bring him in now. Oh, crocky, yeah. I mean, this is a deluxe size toy, so, and Soundwave is Voyager, but yeah, you can really move. Yeah, it does what an Allicon does, I suppose. It'll look good with the judges when we eventually get them. So, right, so that's a look at the robot mode. I'll transform him up and we'll have a look at his beast mode. Just wanted to point out one thing before I get him into his beast mode. If you want, you can leave the alligator tail piece on the back. I mean, it does make him a little bit wider, you know, depth-wise. But you can leave it there, it doesn't really get in the way. You just end up with that bit there. So yeah, I mean, if you want to leave it on, or you can take it off. It's just on a mushroom peg, so you have to put it on when you get it out of the box. But it should just yeah, it just pops off easy enough. So just slide it back on. I will probably be leaving it on, but then I'll probably be having. I mean, I'm probably going to get some more at some point, so I'll likely just have a couple like this, and then, you know, maybe 2 or 3. I don't know where I'm going to put them. I'm already planning on buying more. I don't know where to put them. Anyway, that aside, you can leave it like that. So let's get into the beast mode. Alright, so here's the Allicon in his beast mode, and it's... I'm kind of mixed on it. It's okay. It looks fine from this angle, and if you hunch it down, and you know, the sculpt is pretty good, but I mean, come on guys, really, you couldn't have just made it so there was a panel here that flipped out? We could have flipped these hands in and covered them up. There's plenty of space there to do that. It's not like they were lacking the space to do that. So why have they done this when you can quite clearly see it's just a pair of hands sticking out of the back? This kind of half-baked, I was going to say something else, but if kids are watching, this kind of half-baked thing, no, Hasbro, stop it. This is silly. You could have done it, that they could have hidden away in here, but no. You decided to cheap out and leave them hanging out the back, and I'm sorry, that is not acceptable. Not on a figure that costs 17 quid. Okay, a little rant over. Sorry, that just really frustrates me. There's no need for this. This is just them being cheap. Also, they could have found some way of putting the spikes down the nose. No, I mean, it wouldn't have killed them. For some reason, there's a massive hole in there, and there's nothing to go in it. So I don't know. It's not for the. I thought it might be for that in the robot mode, but no, it's not even for that. So I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking there. So yes, robot mode pretty much spot on. Beast mode, yeah. Anyway, let's have a closer look. So there's his mug. I mean, it is nice. The sculpt is lovely. I can't deny that the sculpt is great. You know, they painted the inside of the mouth and everything, so just makes things like this more frustrating because they didn't need to do it. That horse is definitely dead now. Anyway, there we go. He does look good. I do like him. You know, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's the worst toy ever. I just think it's frustrating when they do stuff like this. Might have to find some way of getting some screw covers in there as well, because that's a bit off-putting. Although, if you have him really properly hunched over, it doesn't actually look that, but you can't see it, so it's not too bad. So he's got these little arms that stick out the side of the other arms. No paint on them. I mean, there's nothing really revealed other than the head, really. There's nothing new revealed. I'll just go down the back here. And I have to admit, I didn't realise that this bit actually comes out. So it's supposed to be in robot mode. You can take this out and you can put it in his hand, and he'll hold it. I'll take a picture so you can see that. And it just pugs in. Yes, it plugs in here. It plugs in down here. I don't know if you can see it, so it just goes in there like that. So it completes the end of his tail. Maybe it would have been nice if they could have put some paint apps down here. Maybe even just a slightly different colour green or something. But yeah, no. Yeah, articulation wise, he's got the same articulation as he had when he was in robot mode in regards to the legs, so there's nothing new going on there. The only new thing revealed are the arms, and they're just on a swivel. Can't really move them any more than that, and the upper jaw opens for the mouth. The lower jaw, I was going to say the lower jaw doesn't move, but it actually does. It must have been stuck. So yeah, overall, oh, and you can, if you want to, you can give him this again. You can hold that in that hand. So, but I think the scariest thing about an Allicon is the fact that he's got these massive teeth. I mean, that'd be enough, wouldn't it? Coming towards you, that would certainly put you off. Oh, sorry, knocking the camera. God dear. I shouldn't have done this today. I'm too tired, really. Anyway, yes, I do. I've got mixed feelings on this one. I like it. I do like it. I think it looks really good. Aside from those hands. Now, I'm fairly sure this is going to get knocked off at some point. So, if any of the knockoff companies are watching this, just hide them away, please. Black Mamba, AOI Mech, anyone who's still operating in China, just tuck them away. Doesn't even need a flap, just tuck them away, just so they're not sticking out the back. I mean, I suppose you could pop them off, I suppose, if it really bothered you. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll probably end up breaking it. But yes, he's not a bad figure by any stretch of the imagination. He is nice. For me, it's just a bit of a shame that he's missing these nose spikes. I would have liked some way that they could have given us those, because they've put the spikes on the arm, so there's no real excuse for saying, oh well, it's a children's toy, you know, kids will get hurt, because, well, you've put them here and there's a big rubbery spike here. You could have easily just put a few spikes up the nose. But yes, otherwise I do think he looks good. I think he looks better in robot mode than he does in beast mode. I will wait and see what he looks like with the Quintesson judges, because I'll be buying at least 5 of those. Because, I mean, you have to really, don't you? If you want to display every face, then you've got to buy 5. So, yeah. I think that will do it for this review. Again, thank you for watching. I always appreciate you spending time with me to have a look at these toys. I'm sorry this one is a little bit more negative than usual, but those hands and the lack of spikes on the nose really bother me, and you know, Hasbro have not been very nice to European collectors lately, so it's little things like this, and we pay way more than they pay in America for these things, and we just don't seem to get the quality that we used to get. And I do think that is Hasbro. I don't think that's Takara Tomy. I think that's all down to Hasbro. But that's another video for another day. But yes, I'd say this is worth a pickup, because any fan of the 86 movie is going to have at least one. Like I say, I probably will buy some more. And if you put it that way on, you can't see the hands. It's really not that big of a problem. I can probably sculpt in some of these pieces myself at some point, if I ever get my studio sorted. So it's not a huge deal, and I would probably, if I get some more of the official ones, I'll probably just take the hands off for beast mode. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Any comments or questions, leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Fingers on plastic.